Hey guys, what's up? Sermo11 here with my final review of Beyblade Burst Season 1. In Part 3, I will be reviewing episodes 33 through 51 and giving some overall opinions on Season 1 of Beyblade Burst. As I have mentioned in the previous videos, descriptions for every episode of Beyblade Burst are not out, so some things may be skipped over. Beyblade Burst episode 33 continues the team tournament with the Bay Club against the Sword Flames. The Bay Club ends up winning this match, and then the Bay Club is up against the Beast, which is the team that Ken is on. They also win this match. Orochi is on Zack's team, and I just felt like Orochi was such an underutilized character. He had a cool design and a cool concept where he's listening to the sounds that Beyblades make, and I just feel like his character could have been a stronger blader too. A lot of kids animes do this. They'll introduce a lot of characters for a season or a story arc, and then those characters will be mostly important within that arc. They will be a stepping stone for the main cast to get over, and then that character will fade away, or that character may be shown in a few scenes here and there, but they're not as strong as the main cast. So the Bay Club ends up making it to the finals of the team tournament, and they are against Rideout, which is the team that Gabe and Louie are on. I suppose the only battle of major importance from the finals is Vault versus Louie, and Vault does not score 1 point. He is able to draw with Louie in one of their matches, but that is it. I didn't like how Vault acted in this situation. He kept begging for his team to let him fight Louie again, and then he ends up messing up against Louie. It's not a good look, and he would have lost my trust pulling a stunt like that. Moving on to the individual tournament, which is the last arc of Beyblade Burst, there are a few new characters introduced that don't really matter. For the first few episodes, the main characters and side characters are winning their matches, so Vault, Shu, Wakia, Xander, Ken, Louie, and Zack are all doing fine. Daigo and Rantaro can't compete in this tournament, and since the team tournament is over, Shu and Wakia decide to leave the team to focus on themselves. I thought this plotline was weird because wouldn't it be better to train against your friends? Wouldn't it be better to train against a group of people rather than training on your own or training with your friends? Wakia has Hoji and Shu just has himself. So I don't think that's better, but that's just me. Vault ends up defeating Quan, and I believe this is where Quan decided to disband his team and join Xander's team again. And I wish more came out of this plot point, but at this moment, nothing has. Shu ends up defeating Wakia, but Wakia does damage Shu's Beyblade in this match. Ken takes on Louie, and Ken loses because it's Louie. Come on. It would have been cool for Ken to get another moment for the viewers to see that he's stronger than he appears, but that didn't happen, of course. Vault ends up facing Xander and defeating him. Zack faces a character named Akira. Akira is trying to be a pop star like Zack, and he seemed like a pretty nice guy, but Zack didn't like him. At this point in the tournament, Zack was starting to get a little worried, and they were teasing if he'd lose or not, but he ends up beating Akira, and I like this character development. Zack is actually very important towards the end of Season 1 as he introduces a new concept, which is a boost launch. The boost is not a throwaway concept, and it's so important because 5 of the 6 characters in the tournament actually copy this technique. So Zack, he has a boost, and it's called the Solar Boost. So for Zack's Solar Boost, he spins before launching his Beyblade. He faces Vault in the next round, and Vault has to adapt to this by creating his own boost called the Sprint Boost. Vault steps out of the ring, runs, jumps, and then releases his Beyblade. Vault ends up defeating Zack, and next is Shu versus Louie. And Louie actually gets his own boost called the Nightmare Boost, and it makes no sense. They have an effect where his hand slows down and moves in a circle. Okay? So what exactly happened? And Shu also creates his own boost called the Crux Boost. Shu ends up losing to Louie, but it was implied that Shu was stronger than Louie, but lost because his Beyblade was damaged. Or maybe that's what I saw. It might not be true. Who knows? And Shu does not get to accomplish his goal of fighting Vault in the finals. As I brought up earlier, Shu and Wakia left to focus on themselves, and well, they lost. And guess where they're right back at? The final match of the individual tournament is Vault versus Louie. Vault does win one of the rounds, which is good because at this point, Louie was getting overpowered, but overall, Louie wins the game. This was a very interesting battle, as was Shu versus Louie. I'm guessing Louie will still be a threat in Season 2. The show concludes pretty well, but it's pretty obvious that there's going to be a Season 2. I enjoyed Beyblade Burst Season 1. I thought changing the concept of how matches went in previous seasons to a point system was bad, but then I grew to enjoy it. It gives the characters more battles. Most of the cast was likable besides Wakia, who seemed very inconsistent in the way that he acts. I don't think he was written very well. One thing I noticed on the wiki for Beyblade Burst was that the characters do get upgrades to their Beyblades, but it's not very noticeable in the show. It's not visible. I thought it was cool how the boost launches were introduced right at the end of the show, but became very important to the end of the show. Finally, I think Vault's progression as a character was hard to show for the writing team. Wasn't Vault a newbie at the beginning of the show? It doesn't seem like he changed that much, as he still messes up here and there. That could be a character trait, but to keep that going for an entire season, I don't know about that. They could have made Vault be more confident and actually have the skills to back it up. I don't know why they didn't do that. He's a very naive character, and sometimes it is very hard to watch him. So that's my review of Beyblade Burst Season 1. What did you think about the team tournament, the individual tournament, and the overall season? Join me next time as I take a look at Beyblade Burst Evolution, aka Season 2. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you like my content and want to see more, be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. The links are below. I'm Surma11. See you next time, and peace out.